Okay, this is going to be just a small little video here. Oops, fucked up the camera a bit there. Small little video here. Recently, it's just been announced that WWE is going to be going back to TV14 as soon as July 18th, I believe it is. Here's the thing. As cool as that sounds, guess what? It's still written by Vince Kenny McMahon. Okay? So, I don't know what you're expecting. Maybe there's going to be a little bit more freeway to what he can write, I guess. But, again, it's still written by Vince McMahon. So if you're expecting some big-time, revolution, to come here, now that WWE's going to go back to TV14, what the fuck does it matter? If it's still written by the same guy who can write some garbage at times, then it doesn't matter what type of rating that your show has, as long as if it's being written by a guy who gives you good quality product, well then, you get good shit. But if it's written by a guy who's giving you bad shit, guess what? You get some bad shit. Doesn't matter if it's PG or TV14 or if it's rated fucking R. And guess what? The fact that it's TV14, it only makes me scared for the women out there who are probably going to have to be sexualized out there because they think that's probably what's going to get them ratings and viewerships out there. They've been using words like bitch, shit. They've been using those cuss words before. What? Are they going to go back to letting people bleed? Is that going to be a thing? I don't know. I guess, but again, don't let this fool you into thinking that, oh my God, a revolution is coming. WWE's going back to TV14. Congratulations. But it's still being written by Vince and Kenny McMahon. Does it really matter? Think about that. I just want everyone to know that that's my thoughts out there before you all start to get hyped up on the hype train of, oh my God, we got to start watching WWE again. No, you really don't. You have social media. You got Facebook and Twitter. Millions of outputs out there, podcasts to watch it for you, to tell you if the product's actually getting good, that you should start watching again, or if they say, you know what, I don't give a shit what the rating is, what the TV rating is. If it's still the same product, if it's still shit, it's shit. So there's that for you, okay? This isn't really a rant. This is more of a warning to people out there that, hey, I don't give a fuck if it's going to be TV14, if the show is still being written by Vince and Kenny McMahon, and if the show still stinks, well then, what the fuck? What am I wasting my 3 hours of my life for with Monday Night Raw? What am I wasting my 2 hours of SmackDown for? I don't watch the shows anymore, and you know what? I actually have more fun doing that. I listen to, Wrestle Talk. They do the watching for me and tell me if it's a good show or not. I listen to Solo Monster. He tells me if it's a good show or not. I have people that I trust to watch the show for me, pretty much. So look, you have options. If you just don't fall into the hype train and be like, oh my God, it's the return of TV14, I have to watch it. No, you don't. You really don't. Okay? You don't have to watch it. Just sit back, watch Instagram, watch Twitter, see how they do on their first night by just watching without watching the show, without wasting your time. Give your own opinions and thoughts, if you want to watch it on your social media, go for it that way. Much easier. Just don't fall into the hype train because of TV14 that everything's all better now. It's not. It's not better. We don't know yet because, we haven't seen the return of it just yet, but just don't fall into the hype train and start kissing their ass. I mean, come on, after all the allegations that Vince McMahon's going through, you really want to start kissing his ass again? I mean, come on. I know that I'm going to see that on social media, and it's going to sicken me to death. So I thought I'd just give my own opinions on here, on YouTube, just to tell you guys exactly what's going to happen, pretty much. It's probably going to be the same shit. And you know what's worse? Again, think about it. Vince McMahon's going through this, this whole trial and everything with these NDAs, and TV14 Do you, like, look at NXT 2.0. Look at what they told Athena. We need you to dress more sexually. You know, that's not the right words that they used, but that's basically what they were implying. Now you're going to get, you know, the beautiful women that they have on the main roster who might have the potential possibility to have bikini contests and everything like that. Yes, I'm a man, and I enjoy seeing something like that, but it's so much different than how it was back then. I have that fear that the women on the main roster are going to be sexualized again. And I hate that. I am scared for them. Because I'm terrified that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are just going to think that these women, yeah, they can wrestle, but man, look at their hot-ass bodies. That's what these teenagers will want out there. Yes, but there's porn. We don't need to watch, you know, girls in their bikinis, or God forbid if they bring back bra and panties matches. Look, again, I'm a guy. I like that thing. That's cool. You know, I won't deny it. But the thing is that we have grown up from that time period. And I hope to God that WWE realizes that you do not have to sexualize women to get ratings and views. That is my fear of what they will do with TV14. That is my fear. AEW has TV14, and you don't see any of the women really sexualized on there. Sure, I guess you could point out Sammy Guevara and Ty Conte, but, you know, they're in love, and, you know, who wouldn't want to take, you know, tonguing each other live on TV, I guess. Whatever. But, you know, TV14 for the women basically has been go through the barbed wire, go through thumbtacks, blood, guts. You know, it's great. And I hate the fact that I'm turning this into, let's, you know, praise AEW but shit on WWE. But again, I wanted this to be a quick video. I'm going to, you know, end it right now before I get too heated and start saying off a bunch of nonsense. Ending notes here. Just keep in mind that just because it's TV14 does not mean that things are really going to change that much. It's still being written by Vince McMahon. That's number one. Number two, be careful with how much you support them, because keep in mind, TV14 was also the rating that it was back in the Ruthless Aggression era. And yes, I love the Ruthless Aggression era, but also keep in mind of how the women were portrayed on there. Bra and panties matches, bikini contests. I mean, even freaking when AJ Lee was wrestling, they had a bikini battle royal. You know, it was weird, but, you know, whatever. So just keep in mind about how this could potentially affect the women. I feel like I covered some other topic there. But, oh yeah, number three, just, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch the product just yet. Watch, you know, on social media. Make your judgments for yourself. Watch some of the clips out there. Make your judgments from there. Don't waste your time watching 3 hours of Raw, you know, just because you're curious to see about how TV14 will look on WWE. I get it. It's been a while, but again, it's still being written by Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. So it's the same people. So how much is really going to change? I doubt a whole lot. Again, because again, they've been using words like shit, bitch, you know. They're using swear words, you know. It's not like it's that much different. You know, and what? The last time we had Monday Night Raw was a week ago or two. Last thing we saw was Otis, like, puking on somebody. Come on, man. You really think that's going to change that much? Remember, back in 2006, DX dumped, like, a bunch of shit. Literally, like, looked like shit on Vince and Shane. And, yeah, sure, I thought as a kid that was pretty funny or whatever. But honestly, you know, these days, it doesn't really, I don't know if that would really entertain me that much. I don't know. It's just like, you know, Baron Corbin putting the dog food on Roman Reigns. And then when Roman did it to Baron, I think it looked like literal dog shit. So again, just remember, it's the same people writing the same show. Just because the ratings change does not mean that it'll get better. I've heard this argument a lot of times from, you know, some people that I trust. I think Solid Monster even covered something like this, that the fact that just because it's TV14 doesn't mean that it's going to get better. Just because you change the rating, it has to be, you change the storylines. You have to change how things are done. You know, but we'll see. You know, I don't really plan on watching. You know, I just wanted to put this out there as a warning to all of you that keep in mind that nothing is really going to change that much, okay? So just proceed with caution, and I'm going to do my best to stay off of Twitter today, because I really just can't stand the fact that people are probably going to be like, praise the Lord! We got TV14 back! Thank you, Vince McMahon! Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, guys, that's all, pretty much. This was a kind of a short little clip here. It's a little shorter than normal, you know, that one. So, yeah, again, just be very careful. And just, again, my biggest fear is for the women out there. Because now they have TV14, and I really don't know where they're going to go with this. Because I will never forget when they were doing A Moment of Bliss, and they had one of the producers or whatever, or producers, come in to the locker room, and Bliss was pretty much like topless. You know, she had like something covered over her chest, but it's just like she was legit nude up top there. I was just like, what the fuck was the point of that? Just to get some clickbait for some creepy guys. Just, you think that was during the PG? Now it's going to be TV14? What else are they going to do to the women? I really hope they'll have the respect for the women. But I'm very scared for them. Very scared. That's all, guys. Just be prepared. You know. That's all I gotta say about that. You know. So make sure to cough and drop the like button. Super click the subscribe, and leave a comment section down below telling me that I'm a fucking mark or I'm an idiot, whatever. I guess go for it. I don't know. That's all, guys. Again, just be careful. Just don't fall into the poisonous hype train that they're trying to lure you in. Just remember, it's still being written by Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. It's the same people, just to change the rating. Think about it.